All right, I wanted to start this video off by saying that this is not like, I don't want you guys to like feel sorry for me or anything like that. I do these type of videos to kind of vent a little bit, allow somebody who might be going through something similar to see that they're not alone, and also just to kind of like, I guess, give an update of kind of where my head is at. You know, a lot of you guys, I'm sure, don't even really notice, and this is what a lot of my content creator friends have told me, where it's like, you realize that like most people don't even notice when you don't post. They only notice when you do post. I haven't been posting a lot. You know, the goals I set for myself, I always seem to fall short, and that's something that bothers me deeply. And I'm not just talking about for this channel. I'm talking about in life, talking about in general, parenting, as a husband, at my day job, with housework, with a lot of these things. You know, they pile up in my head as things that I've fallen short for, and these are things I beat myself up about all the time. You know, I have made a lot of friends doing content creation, and, you know, a couple in particular that, you know, whether I stop doing content creation or keep doing it, will stay my friends. And, you know, it's a tricky thing trying to like figure out in my head what sounds good for me to do, in all aspects of life. You know, should I post this video? Should I tell my kids about this thing, or teach them about this, or get mad at them about this? Should I, you know, talk to my wife about this thing that might be bothering me? These are all things that I have issues with, either getting the courage to do or just do in general. Like, these are all things that I worry about. You know, I just literally, like, I ended my therapy session. I went to the bathroom and I started recording. And I think when I'm in this sharing mood, it's very helpful for me to kind of get on and kind of talk to you guys a little bit. You know, I've mentioned before, so it's kind of the TLDR of this, but I did not start this channel to be a music channel at all. It wasn't supposed to even be a reaction channel, really. I got into start doing things for gaming, and then I started to do stuff. I was like, well, what do I like to watch? Because I would enjoy recording for that. And that's where the reactions started coming in. Started doing trailer reactions, TV show, movie reactions, which I'm going to get back to. But there was a lot of stuff that I'm doing now that wasn't even on my mind that I would be doing. And I've enjoyed doing it. I've loved doing it. I've loved the community that I've built. I just feel like there's a lot going on in my life to where a lot of times it does feel like this whole thing of reacting, trying to figure out what songs to react to, and mixing that with what you guys want to see, which you guys have been very open about what you want to see, and I appreciate that, and what I want to do, because sometimes, to be honest, they don't always align. You know, there's people that request things that I might not necessarily want to watch, but I do it because A, you guys request it, and I want you guys to enjoy the content and to kind of give you guys what you want. Or B, it was a paid request, and what kind of a shitty person would I be to say, nah, I don't feel like doing that. So it's hard to kind of find that bridge gap there, of like doing things I want to do with also that things you guys want to see. Because if it were up to me, man, there's maybe like 4 or 5 bands, honestly, that I would just keep going through. But that gets boring. So I'm trying to mix it up and do different things. If I can be honest, coming in closer a little bit, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm exhausted. It's not just YouTube. It's life in general. It's my day job. It's the constant of every hour of every fucking day, there's something going on. And look, I'm privileged in a sense of like, I don't need YouTube. A lot of people out there that are doing this absolutely need it. They need it to survive. And I applaud them for, like, you know, doing this instead of going out and doing what I'm doing and working for a paycheck from a job that gives no shits about me, right? But I don't have the lifestyle where I can do that. But that in turn becomes a privilege to where, like, I don't have to worry about what I'm posting at all hours of the day. and, you know, marketing myself through Instagram and TikTok and all that shit. Stuff I would like to do, but I just don't have the time to do it. But I'm so exhausted between everything that, like, it really has come to feeling like a chore at times, you know? I'll have a week or so where I'm recording 6 or 7 videos. I'm editing 2 or 3 of them to get them out that week. And I'm so happy that I did them and I love them. And then immediately the next week, I have this lull where it's like, I really don't feel like recording, but I have to. And when I rewatch the videos, time to tell, you know? And I want this to be something viable, not just for me, but like the main priority for me would be, I want it to be viable for my family. If there's hours in the day that I can spend doing other things that better myself better than YouTube does, then I really do think I should do it. And this isn't me necessarily saying that I'm going anywhere. This isn't me necessarily saying that I'm going to quit YouTube. This isn't me necessarily saying that, like, I'm going to be gone pretty soon. I think this is me more so saying that, like, my priorities right now are going to change. And that might include, like, posting a lot less. My goal for the longest has been 3 videos a week: Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay. But I think what people forget to realize, and a lot of people are good at this, they record one takes, especially for reactions. They record one takes, they do no editing, and they post it. And a lot of high tier reactors and content creators specifically do this, where they are so good at that. They don't have any of the the ahs, the long pauses to think about what they're going to say. And a lot of the times, like for instance, this one's not going to be edited. I can do it. I'll go into it. I'll be in that mindset. I'll be focused. I'll be totally engaged in what I'm doing. And like the words just flow out of my mouth and it's perfect. Everything I say is coherent. Everything I say is like, I know what I'm talking about and it's great. But like 70% of the time, nope. I got to think about what I'm going to say. I have to say some things a couple times. And you guys have seen it in my live reactions. Words fail me often. And for me, I'm very much a perfectionist. So like if there's something that can be enhanced in editing, I'm going to edit a video, right? Like even if it's zooming, even if it's panning the camera left and right for these videos that I like to do a lot to kind of give it some character. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. That is how I am, right? But so that means to do 3 videos a week, I have to film those 3 videos. And most of those reactions are like, when I record them, anywhere between 30 to an hour, right? So I have to set aside an hour's time on top of the other things I need to do. Then I need to set aside, say like, normally it's like 1.5 to 3 times the amount to edit, depending on what kind of edit you're doing, right? So then that's about 1.5 to 3 hours for editing. Then I got to render it. Then I got to make a thumbnail. That's another 30 minutes. The render usually takes about half the time of the video. That's another 30 minutes. I mean, I can do other things when that's happening, but my point is like each video is about a 3 to 5 hour process to get it all out there and posted. So if I'm doing 3 of those a day, that's upwards of like 20 hours a week that I'm putting into it. And I'm essentially doing it for free out of choice, you guys. I know I've been doing a lot of these like paid reaction streams, and that's because right now we're in a little need of a little bit extra money, but I do not do this for money. And it does get a little bit like, I could probably be utilizing my time a little bit better to like enhance my career, like take some classes to get some certifications, stuff like that. So I'm constantly fighting with myself in my brain. Like, this is a good thing for me. It's therapeutic. It's something that in the future, whether it's 3 months from now, 2 years from now, could potentially be something worthwhile, both financially and emotionally for me and my family. But it is not right now. And I'm very much somebody who wants immediate gratification. And I want to say again, that doesn't necessarily mean financially. at the end of the day, when I'm done doing these things, I want to be like extremely happy with what I'm doing, and I'm not there. And none of that has to do with you guys. None of that has to do with the community. It doesn't have anything to do with your requests. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It's all internal. It's all me, right? I have the cycle, right, of this. If you're looking at a circle with like 6 or 7 points on it of things I want to do. And honestly, only one of them is reactions, music reactions specifically. I want to do movie and TV show reactions. I want to do gaming stuff. You guys don't understand how much of a gaming nerd I am. I have a Switch. I have this thing that has retro on it. I have a PS5 that was gifted to me. I have an Xbox that was gifted to me. Right. If I was a rich and famous person, I would literally like be streaming gaming for 8 hours of the day and make that like my job, and then go live with my family and do all that stuff. Like, I don't think you guys understand how much of like a gaming nerd I am. So like, it would be so cool to have. I have a gaming channel with one video on it that didn't do great, but I loved making it. That editing time was like 12 to 16 hours because of all of the cuts and adding these videos and stuff. I like those types of videos, making those types of videos. I have no time to do them. So it's just like, I'm at the point right now where it's like, I'm one of those people where if I can't do something at the level I want to do it, I don't want to do it. I just don't. And that's how I am. And it's frustrating because I love doing this. I love the people that I do it with, and meaning like the people I talk to in the community and in the content creator sphere. And, you know, it gets very frustrating to have these 50 things I want to do and honestly be unable to do all of them. So my posting is going to be sporadic. I'm not going to stop right now. My post is going to be sporadic. You're going to get some music reactions. I'm going to focus on my gaming channel a little bit more, whether it's gaming reviews or doing playthroughs or like looking at kind of keep continuing with this. Is this game still good, or whatever the hell my other video was on there. And I understand that most of the audience is not going to transfer over from music reactions. I'm understanding of that. I do. These are things I like to do. And I can't sit here and drone on and do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and expect different results. Literally the definition of insanity. I can't do it. I can't expect to like one day I'll love doing this every single time. No, I need to mix it up. I need to do, like I said, music, TV show reactions. I need to do gaming content. I need to do music content, my own stuff. Right now I'm learning how to use FL Studio. I think it would be fun to do like a journal on my main page of like me learning how to use it and my process of that. Literally like raw footage, just me, even if there's like 30 minutes of me not saying shit because I'm trying to figure something out. I think that is useful to somebody. So for my sanity, I think I might do stuff like that. Those are easy. I record, I post. A lot of us try to put pressure on ourselves to do a million things and do all of them perfectly, and it's not viable, guys. I take it from me as somebody who over the last few weeks like has hit their breaking point like 5 or 6 times. I can't do it anymore. I can't. I got to figure out what to do to make myself happy while still creating content that I like to create, while still having my day job and getting that stuff done. So I love all of you, and it's amazing that we're at this point where I'm almost at 11K. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I'm almost at 11K. I'm at 10,700 almost. I never thought I would be here at any point in time. I never thought that I would have an audience of people who show up constantly. You know, I see, you know, first it was like 2 or 3 people, like regulars in my comment section, and then it was 5 or 6. Now it's like 30 or 50 people who are always in the comment section, no matter what I post. Even if it's the band they don't like, hey, I don't like this band or whatever, but I really do appreciate your take on it. That means a lot to me. I don't think you guys understand. Like, people want to hear my opinion on shit. This is where I want to get to, right? I have high aspirations, you guys. Like, I look at Markiplier and like those people who are so well known that even people who don't watch them know who they are. that's awesome, man. Like, I want people to be able to watch, and this isn't me begging, and this is my goal for myself. I want to be able to post something and like people are so excited to watch it, because I'm like that for a lot of people. There's a couple people who have switched gears on their content and I still watch them because I like them for who they are and what they bring to the table. So that's my goal. Obviously, I want it to happen now. That's not how the world works. It's going to happen in due time, and I just need to be patient. And I need you guys to be patient with me in kind of navigating this, right? You know, the Discord is always open. There's going to be a link in the description like there is always in my videos. Come by, say hi. We hang out there. I talk a lot about gaming. I talk a lot about music. I talk a lot about all the things that interest me. And there's a lot of cool people in there, a lot of giving people. I have a mental health section in there where I vent a lot. A lot of people vent. There's poems. There's a counseling section. You know, if people can kind of bounce ideas off each other, vent to each other, ask for assistance. None of that replaces therapy, but I think it helps to have that type of community. So I'm a very big, you know, proponent of that and having that community there. So I've droned on for 16 minutes. So I appreciate you guys a lot. Again, slight changes in the amount of content coming in, maybe a little bit on what kind of content. My goal is not to go anywhere, but to try and shift into something that I love doing. So I appreciate the love and support. Thank you so much. And please do remember that good vibes are contagious.